Electric vehicles have reached a key milestone on the road to becoming ubiquitous. That's because Toyota, America's best-selling automaker, is now selling one. The company has recently released its new EV model called BZ4X, and it looks like it is a total win for the automaker in the EV industry. So let's talk about it. Hey everyone, welcome to our channel. In today's video, we are going to talk about Toyota's all-new EV, which is going to crush the entire car industry. So let's get started. Toyota isn't the first automotive brand that pops into mind when it comes to battery electric vehicles. Although it might be the largest automaker in the world, reportedly selling more than 9.5 million vehicles globally and stealing the crown from Volkswagen Group. But the company has been markedly absent from the battery electric vehicle space. That is until the 2023 Toyota BZ4X came along. Toyota has showed off 30 different hybrid, battery electric, and alternative powertrain concepts in everything from a pickup to a sports car, and has promised to deliver them all by 2030. For now, the 2023 Toyota BZ4X is the lone representative of the company's EV plans, an awkwardly named crossover that raises some questions about what the company really believes to be the future of battery electric vehicles, and just how committed they are to the entire thing. The all-electric Toyota BZ4X is the fraternal twin of the Subaru Solterra. Both vehicles were born out of a joint development project between the two companies. Toyota designed the battery architecture, body, and cabin, while Subaru handled the all-wheel drive system. The big difference between the two, for potential customers, it is going to be the cost. Beyond that, the two vehicles are essentially the same, minus the name on the badge. Toyota says that pricing for the 2023 Toyota BZ4X starts at $42,000 for the XLE model and $46,700 for the limited models, plus a $2,000 addition to each if you want all-wheel drive, and a delivery fee of $1,215. All in, you're looking at a price tag that's just $5 shy of $50,000 on the all-wheel drive version, before you add any packages that include an upgraded stereo, split rear spoiler, or the better-looking two-tone exterior colors. In addition, the front-wheel drive XLE model puts out 201 horsepower and 196 foot-pounds of torque, and according to Toyota, will go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 7.1 seconds. It's neither impressive nor disappointing, but solidly average. Toyota says that the BZ4X XLE with front-wheel drive will get an EPA-estimated 252 miles of range, which is the most of either variant. Again, a solidly average rating. Toyota spokespeople at the event said that both the front-wheel and all-wheel drive versions of the BZ4X will charge from low to 80% within an hour on DC fast charging. More concretely, the company says that a 2023 BZ4X all-wheel drive version will add 90 minutes of range in 30 minutes. The front-wheel drive version will add 180 miles in 30 minutes, according to Toyota. Furthermore, the spec sheet provided by Toyota shows that the all-wheel drive version of the BZ4X is capped at 100 kilowatts of maximum charging input, while the front-wheel drive version is capped at 150 kilowatts. That's because, according to Toyota, the two batteries are made by different suppliers. The front-wheel drive version is made by PPES, and the all-wheel drive version is made by CATL. That means that the all-wheel drive version will charge slightly slower than the front-wheel drive version at maximum charge. Now, with all these specs in mind, who is the Toyota BZ4X for? Toyota says that these battery and architecture design decisions were made based on the preference of their current customer base, as Lisa Matazzaro, the Group Vice President of Marketing at Toyota Motor North America, said during her presentation at the event. Simply put, this vehicle is well positioned to be a success because it offers what customers expect in a BEV. Later in the presentation, she continued, "We believe that BZ4X will be successful because it is purpose-built for our customers." So this raises some questions. Who is going to shell out $50,000? Well, the BZ4X isn't Toyota's first production all-electric crossover. It's the first one that Toyota is planning to sell through normal distribution and normal sales processes, according to Matazzaro. So no matter what the Tesla CEO Elon Musk promises and doesn't deliver on, it's not likely that you'll ever be able to buy an EV for less than $40,000. The average transaction price of a new ICE engine vehicle is currently hovering around $47,000 according to AutoTrader, thanks to a variety of factors including supply chain issues and chip shortages. While it might seem that the target demographic for the BZ4X would be RAV4 and RAV4 Prime buyers, the $50,000 plus price tag for the all-electric Ute may keep many of those customers away, considering that the average household income for a RAV4 household is around $86,000 a year. RAV4 buyers are unlikely to make the transition to an all-electric crossover. So perhaps the RAV4 buyer isn't the target buyer. What about Prius Prime customers? The average income of Prius and Prius Prime owners hovers around $100,000 a year, which would make a 2023 BZ4X an attainable purchase. But will Prius owners, who love their strangely shaped, fuel-efficient hybrid cars, decide to abandon their ways and hop into an all-electric crossover? Probably yes, because the Toyota representative said during the presentation that their target customer is a family with an income of more than $100,000. Then there's the home charging installation, with a cost of around $600 to $2,000 that Toyota said it will allow buyers of the 2023 BZ4X to roll into their car payment. That's convenient considering that one of the best places to charge your EV is at home. Toyota says that in its first year, it's targeting around 7,000 projected sales for the BZ4X. For context, Toyota sold more than 300,000 Camrys in 2021 alone. Such a small number for BEVs won't dent the environmental impact those 300,000 Camrys have. So the company expects around 35% of the BZ4X sales to be XLE trims and 65% to be limited, with the 40-60 split between front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive models. Even if Toyota is marketing itself as moving into the BEV space, it's clearly doing it in very limited volumes and with very limited incentives for both current and potential Toyota buyers. Toyota is currently the largest auto manufacturer in the world and sells everything from ICE engine vehicles to electrics, but its all-electric strategy has been slow to take shape compared to other automakers like GM, Hyundai, Kia, Volkswagen, Audi, and others. Toyota's top executive, Akio Toyoda, has, in the past, been outspoken about his concerns about battery electric vehicles. In December of 2020, during his annual year-end address at the Japan Automobile Manufacturers Association, Toyota criticized EVs as being overhyped, according to the Wall Street Journal, and said that the transition from gasoline to electric cars could cause a lot of millions of jobs and cause the collapse of the car industry. At the time, his comments were specifically directed at the Japanese government, which was still considering banning the sale of gasoline vehicles by mid-2030, following similar bans in places like California, Quebec, and Washington state. In spite of Toyota's comments, the ban in Japan later passed, though it left room for hybrids to continue to be sold. More recently, Toyota also threatened to pull out of UK manufacturing over net zero plans for the country, according to the Times of London. At the heart of the issue is the UK's green mandates, which Toyota wants to see watered down, so it won't have to pay significant penalties if it fails to reach the country's requirements for the number of battery and hybrid vehicle sales. While vociferously resisting the much-touted transition to battery electric cars may seem like a strange strategy for a company like Toyota, a closer look indicates that some of it is well-founded considering the limited resources the world can produce to create enough battery electric vehicles. And this is it for today, guys. What are your thoughts on today's video? Let us know in the comments section below. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. And thank you for watching.